You will hear me talk about this topic very often on this show, so let's get it right out of the way. Your vision, your big vision, your dreams are holding you back from becoming who you're supposed to be. Now, that sounds very controversial, doesn't it? Most people, most big gurus out there will tell you that it's important to have that big vision, to know where you want to be in 3 years from now, to know where you want to be in 10 years, at the end of the life of your life, if you want to. Uh, most people out there will tell you that, and I will tell you the exact opposite. I think that having a big dream, a big goal, a big vision will hold you back from a lot of potential and a lot of ways that you could actually grow. So why do I think that? I have a little backstory on that, and I think I will go into detail on that in another show. But back then, I haven't had, let's start there. I have not had a goal, or at least a big goal, since the beginning of 2018, and my life has changed for the better in so many ways, and I want to help you get to the same point. Obviously everybody will have different opinions on that, so if you have a comment about this, you can find me on Twitter, and yeah, just comment. So why do I think that having a big vision is actually bad for you? I have found this one metaphor not too long ago that I really like. Imagine you are in a maze. Imagine you are in a maze that you have never been in before and that you have never seen from the outside before. What do? So most people, when they create a goal, they would say something like, oh, I want to leave the maze. And now, what every guru would tell you about goals is to sit down and just make a big plan, how to get there, how to get to that vision. And then you have milestones in between and little sub-goals, and you just continue working on that. So you're basically trying to draw a map of a maze that you have never been in before, and then you get upset about it when around the next corner it does not look like you drew it on the map. This is basically what goal setting is, especially when it comes to those big visions. And you will always have to redraw that freaking map until you finally have the real one of only the things that only the corridors that you've already walked through. This is having a big vision. And the second bad thing about this is, who says that you actually want to get out of this maze? Because, especially in this metaphor, if you leave this maze, you die. So why not be in the maze for the sake of being in the maze and being excited of what's around the next corner and actually enjoying the thrill of it? Actually enjoying being there and exploring and finding new things that you wouldn't have found otherwise. I believe that having a vision keeps you in this state where you have like this tunnel vision, and the only thing you see is this fictional future that you have created for yourself, this fictional self of yourself that you have created and that you gave the power to dominate you, basically, to just make you feel really miserable every time you don't get closer to it. Why not just live for the sake of living and exploring and just see what's around you? Get out of that tunnel vision, get rid of that big vision and expand your vision. and see where else you could be going. I'm acting on the second biggest opera stage of Vienna at the moment, and I've even been on the biggest one by now. And I would have never gotten there if I would have continued with my big vision that I had for such a long time. Heck, I would not live in this beautiful apartment if I hadn't. I would not know my boyfriend if I had continued with my big vision. Life is getting better if you get rid of that big vision and just see all of the options and opportunities that arise around you all the time. Because let's face it, you cannot draw a map of the future because you never know what's around the next corner. And if you only look at getting out of the maze, you will get out before you even want to, or before you've seen everything. So with those words, again, if you enjoyed this, make sure to subscribe and make sure to share it with somebody if you think that they could benefit from this. And if you want to send me a comment, well, you can find me on Twitter as Moving Robin. Okay, up until then, have a great day and, well, maybe think about it. Think it over. See ya.